I realized I wasn't mourning him. I was mourning the version of myself that waited for him to come home. The next morning, I made coffee for myself only. He noticed. He didn't comment, but he noticed. His gaze followed me around the kitchen like he was trying to remember how to speak to me. I let the silence settle. Days passed like that. He moved through the house with a carefulness that didn't match the man I knew. He watched me with a tension in his shoulders, as if he expected something to break. He seemed smaller, not in size, but in presence, like someone who finally understood the consequences of drifting too far. I began taking longer walks after work. Not to escape him, just to breathe air that didn't feel shared. Sometimes I'd sit on a bench near the park and watch people pass by, couples holding hands, parents pushing strollers, teenagers laughing at things that wouldn't matter tomorrow. I'd sit there and feel something loosen inside me, something that had been tight for months. When I returned home, he'd look up from the couch with a startled expression, as if he hadn't heard the door. He'd ask if everything was okay. I'd say yes. He never believed me, but he didn't push. One evening, he returned later than usual. He walked in quietly, shoulders tense, eyes tired. He sat on the couch, elbows on his knees, hands clasped together. He didn't look at me. I stood in the doorway watching him. There was nothing left to repair. Not because of what he had done, but because of everything he had stopped doing. I packed my things that night. Not all of them, just enough to make the point. He followed me to the door, voice unsteady, asking what was going on. I looked at him with the same softness he'd given me for months. A softness emptied of love. "I hope she pays attention to you," I said. The way I did. I closed the door behind me. He stayed still, as if moving would make everything collapse faster. Walking away didn't feel like revenge. It felt like stepping back into myself. But the real revenge came later, in the quiet he had to live with. Because I know him. I know how he rewrites memories to protect himself. I know how he avoids responsibility until it crushes him. And I know exactly when it will hit him. The moment he realizes I never yelled, never begged, never demanded the truth. I just left.